Okay, we're all set. So welcome to another MYO video, and we are excited to have a video that's focusing on our instructors and kind of some Q&A around how they approach each instruction, each exercise, each individual MYO member, and what they expect from themselves and what they expect for the members as they go through their workout. So today and if you're unfamiliar with MYO is the only one-on-one high intensity private strength training you can perform in even business clothes twice a week with minimal risk of injury. And our goal is to come alongside you with thoughtful precision and individual care, helping you to become strong so you can live your life to the fullest and so you can build up those around you. We have studios up here in the Minneapolis area and west of Minneapolis. And we also have an online platform called MYO Pivot. You can check out more at myostrong.com. You can check us out on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. We'd love to have you following us and following what we're doing here in our studios. So we're going to jump into it. I'm Dan. This is Becky. Becky is one of our instructors out in further west outside of Minneapolis area, and she's been with us for a long time. So I'm glad to have you on with us today, Becky.
It's great to be here.
So we'll just jump right into it, Becky. First question is, how do you prepare for instructing members through their workouts?
Well, one of the first things I do is to go through their chart from the last time they trained. And I look to see how they performed each exercise, if they had any concerns about anything during that exercise. And of course, we want them to get stronger and stronger without injury. We want this to be a safe, effective, efficient method of exercise. So if there's any concern, like if they were feeling a twinge in their shoulder or their knee or something, I'll do adjustments like changing the range of motion or changing the amount of weight or watching for time under load. And then I'll ask for feedback during that exercise or following that exercise to make sure that we're doing it effectively and also safely. The other thing I want to do too is I want to make sure that that any notes that I've recorded from the time before, that I'm paying attention to those, and even listen to feedback on how they're feeling that day. So for instance, if a client came in that day and said, oh, they didn't sleep well that night, or they had a really busy weekend where they were very active, I want to make sure that I'm responding to that well as I'm training them and just being attentive to that.
Cool. That's great, Becky. Thanks for sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit about them and how you prepare. When you go into a workout with somebody, what are the expectations that you have on yourself as you take someone through their workout?
I think it really is important to be really present for these sessions. The time is about 20 minutes per session. And so I want to make sure that I maximize the words that I use, the time that I'm with the client to the fullest ability that I can. And that would mean making sure that I understand how they're feeling that day, if they have any concerns, and then moving them from machine to machine very efficiently. So one of my jobs is to make sure that the machines are set up properly for them so they don't have to worry about that. I also want to make sure that the weight is right for them. And then as I'm recording them, so we're recording number of reps and the time under load, or the amount of time they're on the machine. I want to make sure that my recordings are accurate so that those notes are appropriate and for the next time. So we're tracking these charts that we're keeping notes on are very, very important to make sure that we're providing an excellent experience for our customers or clients.
Yeah, that's great. And obviously that tracking piece is so huge because it just helps them move and advance through their workouts in a progressive fashion.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit about how you prepare, a little bit about what you expect from yourself. What do you expect from the individual member that comes in for their workout?
Well, before the member even arrives here, they'll get a reminder for their appointment. And so that actually is a good thing because it kind of gets them mentally ready for their appointment. And again, these sessions are only 20 minutes long because they're very intense workouts. And so I want the clients to come in ready to train. And sometimes life happens and things get busy and they'll come in feeling very distracted or rushed. And so we do what we can to take a few deep breaths, I remind them that this time is for them. This 20 minutes is for them. They can, the rest of the world, the rest of the responsibilities can wait. And so I want them to be able to focus and really pay attention to the instructions that I'm giving them. I want them to feel like this is a place where all they have to do is focus on fatiguing their muscles as deeply as they can. So being able to shut off the other responsibilities that they have and their to-do list in their brain just makes it a much more effective workout for them.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great. So you talked a little bit about intensity and the challenge in the workout. Mm-hmm. What's one or two things that you love to do to help encourage members while in an exercise to get that last ounce of energy into the movement?
Mm-hmm. One of the cues I like to say is dig deep, dig deep. That, you know, we tend to shortchange ourselves and think of, oh, I can't do this. I can't do this. This is too hard. Dig deep, keep going, keep breathing and pressing in. And even if they can't move the weight anymore, just holding it is just as effective as thinking they can try to squeeze out another rep with poor form. And so that's a really big thing, is to just hold it, dig deep, stay with it. In fact, I was training yesterday with one of our other instructors, Mike, and I was on one of the machines and I thought I was done. And he saw that I was not. And so he kept me going and gave some good cues like, go one more. And in my mind, I was thinking, I can't do one more. Well, he saw that I could. And I did two more. And when I was done, I was stunned. And I've been training here for 7 years, and I still kind of shortchange myself on what I think I can do. So cues and coaching and instruction makes a big difference.
Awesome. Really quick, what's one thing that you love most about instructing members at MYO?
One of the things I love about, I would say the most important thing that I love about training at our clients at MYO is that I love to see people be able to do things that they love to do. So for instance, one of our clients is a ski patroller, and she broke her leg, ankle, and foot last year, and was really hesitant about getting back on the slopes this year. Well, she started back on her ski patrol duties and did beautifully on the slopes, and just one time down the slopes and she was ready for the season. And I love to hear that. I just love to hear people be able to do what they love and carry on with their life. I think the biggest part of this is that we want people to flourish. And when they do well, they can serve the other people that they live with and that they're serving to do that well. So it's really a ripple effect. If we doing our jobs really well and helping people become stronger and to flourish in their lives, they in turn are going to be able to serve the people around them well, and it helps our communities. It's just a great thing to be able to do.
Yeah, that's great. Even you hit on it. It was perfect. At MYO, we believe real strength builds others up. And so thanks, Becky, for some time today. And I appreciate all your thoughts.
All right. Thanks, Dan.